Hey there! So today we have another review. This is Nooner from Six Sierra Nevada. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is our German pills, 5.2%. Nice to see this guy back. Last time I reviewed this was actually with Sunny Ridge and Post Shift Pilsner from Jack's Abbey. Man, I miss those days. For a minute, the new Total Wine that opened up on Long Island would just have tons and tons of Jack's Abbey. And how do you beat a six-pack of 16-ounce cans at $9.99? You just literally cannot. That quality of lager they're brewing, like, it's just insane. But anyway, I did a blind tasting, and this actually came in second. Forget which beer actually specifically it beat, but very curious how this tastes now. So the beer comes in a really beautiful light gold color, beautiful clarity on that, on the nose. Certainly some lager characteristics. It has that kind of like light sulfury tone, that lager yeast expressive. Well, there's a lack of general ester qualities, but lager yeast does spit up some flavor. So I also want to call it just like in general, it's just a malt, right? So lack of um, yeast characteristics from ale fermentation, you get like malt. So I get like really nice kind of doughiness. Reminds me a little bit of macro lager, just like this kind of really light malt character. The crazy thing about this beer, it doesn't actually sing specifically of German lager. German specifically, German lager has like Weirmann Pilsner, which is so distinctly like possibly, I don't know. For some of those beers, it's just so distinct. Like there's that like pure doughiness and white grape character. There's such a distinct flavor note from those very pale um, German malts. But but there is that general German hopping characteristic. I mean, obviously, we're not going away. You're giving this wine. I'm telling you, German Pilsner, right? It has actually maybe Czech even. Yeah, maybe. It has a spicy floral hop character, which again means a lot of nothing to a lot of people because what does that actually mean? For me specifically here, I get like uh, green watermelon rind, a little bit like sweet floral honey. Cheers. Mm, okay. 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 So this is a good pilsner. A, it does two things. That is a little bit separate from what I'm thinking. A number one, it tastes a little bit like German pilsner. German pilsner, I'm just thinking about the very accessible ones. We're thinking about Weihenstephan. Think about like bigger brands even that are more accessible here, like Kronbacher and Bitburger. Like those are cheap, easy beers. Like if you want to get great value for like a really delicious lager, don't go for the American macro brands. Like those German sort of macro brands are really good. Like those pilsners are very defined and specific. And I want to say that those beers are a little sharper than this. This beer has a little bit more rough around the edges to it. Then you sort of go, well, what do the best American breweries do? They do something a little bit different. And this also doesn't taste like that. You know, I'm thinking about Bierstadt Lagerhaus. I'm thinking about Suarez. I'm thinking, what's, I think, what is, those are two of the big hype brewery lager producers, right? Oh, Hill Farm St. Mary, right? We're more in that range, maybe. But I don't know. There's a little bit of this like macquarie lagerness. How do I describe that? I don't know. The beer ends up a little sweeter than I expect. Um, there's not this pure malt character that it like. Obviously, it's a full malt beer. There's no corn, rice, or whatever. But some of those beers just express a malt flavor that is just um, so definitive and like it's still pilsner because like part of what like these beers are is that Helles is really relying malt. But some of the best pills really rely on malt as well, and they have that really rich, hoppy kind of like German hop character. Okay, so we're obviously not in Germany. We're not quite in the hype um, American craft breweries making German style pilsner, but it's a very good beer. So what do I taste? It has that kind of like pale crackery malt character, but doesn't really sing all the way like it's super German. was a little bit extra lingering malt character. And then there's like a almost like a plasticky bitterness that hits at some point. And it's not detracting. It's nothing like wrong or off with the beer. There's no off flavors here. It's just like part of what the beer tastes like. And that sort of reminds me of a little mackerel. It's like something about it. So like if you had a really really tasty um, like a world class American take on German lager, and you splashed it like 80-90%, and you splash a little bit of like mackerel lager in there. That's sort of what I find to taste here. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but bitterness is solid. Medium, medium minus, medium minus. You know, it's a pilsner, but crisp, delicious, quite nice. But I don't know. Do I prefer one of the cheaper German example? I mean, this is cheap actually. One of the like pure German example, just Bieber, Kronbacher, whatever. Probably. Do I like? They're so distinct. Like they're so pure in what they taste like. Do I prefer one of the American craft takes on German Pilsner, like those world class ones? Yes, I do. So it's right around there, but it's very tasty. I'm gonna give it a solid. Then again, how many breweries do you think of like locally or just in general on the shelf are doing German style Pilsner of this quality? I can't think of too many, right? Very good. I feel like I spent most of the video knocking that beer, but then it's still very good. It's a solid 87. Sure. Nooner Pils. Very delicious. Solid, solid Pilsner. I mean, it's a B plus. What else can I say? Better. Cheers.